Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. Some level of attractiveness is needed in today's dating world. Yeah. You know how people always talking about what's going on today and everything. And, unfortunately, some people think there's some difference between what used to happen, No, it's the same thing. Take it from somebody who's lived in both periods. It's no difference. If there's anything, attractiveness is needed even more nowadays. Some level of attractiveness. See, because it was always important, but see, somebody can get away with just being able to be a provider, particularly a man or stable or whatever. Even the women, if they were willing to cook and clean, hey, somebody would have found something good in them. But nah, in today's world, if you want to win in the dating game, dating and relationship game, this is regardless of who you are, you got to have some level of attractiveness. And even for those people who quick to say, well, it's social media. Well, you definitely need some physical attractiveness to win on there. All these dudes who want to be sliding in DMs is the first thing the woman going to do is look at your picture. And, she ain't going to get an idea about, how good a person you are, how good a provider and all of that. It's going to be like, how your eyes look, how your hair look, how you stand and how your body looks. If your clothes give you some swag or something like that, That's all she gonna look at. But that's just one level, because contrary to popular belief, everybody isn't on social media. There's a lot of people don't really do much there, or if they are, it's very limited. And people still meeting each other in the street, but even then, it's still based on some level of attractiveness. Now, this attractiveness is both physical attractiveness and intangible attractiveness. Like the physical attractiveness, that's of course mainly your physical appearance, your body, your facial features, your physicality, how tall you are and all of that. You got to have something about you. Physical need to be all right. A woman, especially for men, a woman need to look at you and be good with the idea of seeing you naked. Because when they making a choice, when they putting you either in a select or non-select category, it's a sexual thing. Basically in her mind, the woman is like, could she possibly have sex with you? If the answer is yes, she opens the door and lets things proceed a little bit further. Now, she might not want to deal with you if your personalities don't click or something like that, or you do something stupid, or she was interested in having sex with you and you do something stupid to blow it, which a lot of guys do. They'll have a woman ready to jump their bones right there, but then they'll do something stupid or do something extra. Then the woman gets instant dryness. But that physicality is very important. That's why I emphasize the body game, because your face can go wherever. And some women, they funny. Some women don't like a guy who looks better than they do anyway. But they do like a body. They do. Even if you say, well, I saw this woman with a big old dude. Maybe because the woman liked the big old dude. Every single woman got their own preferences. I don't care what they say. They might not want Adonis. They might want that big barbecue making dude. Looking like he can flip and whatnot. Got a little bit of a gut on him. But that's what turned him on. It's still physical. It's still some level of physicality, regardless of how you want to frame it. And you just need to look good to her. But see, that's just the physical side. Because there's one part of the physical side, because a lot of women like a guy's style. That's a part of attractiveness. Are the clothes enhancing whatever your physicality is? And even then, every woman might be like, well, they might not be big on style. The women might not be stylish themselves. But then there's the intangibles. Now, what do I say? A select man needs to have at least one of three factors. At least one. He needs to have a good body. He needs to have charisma. And he needs to have masculinity. Now let me hit that charisma piece. Charisma is just really just connecting with somebody. That's an attractive thing. You ever see some guys and you know what, they might be average looking to even the women. The women might say, well, they're high. But then they start talking and they funny, they engaging, they get everything. That raises the points. Women will start looking at that guy, all of a sudden he start getting a little better looking to them. Like, it's interesting, a lot of guys, they talk about all this other stuff, and, you know, they'll say, well, it's looks, it's money, it's status. Yeah, those are good bait. You still got to talk to them. Now, I challenge any man to say they can get a woman just off their looks, but not having a conversation with them. You still got to talk to them, even if it's just talking to them enough to get them to the bedroom. And very few men got that skill not to have more of a conversation or those kind of looks. You got 1% of 1% of men who might have won the genetic lottery in that way. So everybody else got to talk to them. You got to connect to them. You know, that woman need to laugh. She need to feel an emotional connection. See, their emotions are connected to their wombs. You know, if they feeling good emotionally, shit, that womb open up more. The womb be like, oh, hey, invite him in, girl. Oh, he fine, girl. Yeah, I know that nose a little crooked. Yeah, he could stand lose 20 pounds, but shoot, he funny as hell. you know, just that guy who could connect. And it's not always just being like hilarious or funny or entertaining. You know, the woman could be looking for that just straight up hardcore guy who's just going to tell her like it is, and they feel good. Like the type of guy look him in the eye and say, look, baby, this is what I want. I want to just make love to you right now. Right now, right there on this spot. He ain't even smiling or anything. He dead serious looking at a dead eye. That's part of charisma too. You know, just making that connection. You know, some women out there, shoot, they be like, damn, he just told me he wanted the pussy. You know, then they be taking off their panties talking about, oh, okay, I won't be needing these. Shit. Yeah, charisma, man, the charisma piece, and I need to get more into the charisma because there's many types of charisma, actually, that can lead to a sexual encounter or dating or a relationship. Many types. And I'll probably be getting into that in the next few weeks and stuff, throwing out some stuff, just talking about a different brand of charisma and stuff. So, and then, you know, that level of attractiveness could be masculinity. Like, it's funny, I see the guy, you know, a lot of guys talking about all this extra stuff, but a woman got to look at you. A woman, especially a feminine woman, she got to feel that you're masculine. And I already said there's a big problem with that. In fact, when I do videos on masculinity, I get a lot of feedback. People are like, hey, can you teach us, Rom? Shoot, and that masculinity is a primal thing. That's a primal thing. I mean, that's a deep thing. Like, somebody can't really fake it. Some people try, but it's something women feel. And I tell you, on the deepest level, they feel it as vitality. They feel it as that energy, you know. Like, on the deepest level of femininity is when a woman's receptive. She's peaceful and receptive. But on the deepest level of masculinity, that dude is assertive. He gonna go get his, and he has some power behind it, like, and it permeates his entire being. So when a woman feels that, you know, that's an attractiveness on its own. That's why you might see some guys, like, they might not be considered classically handsome, you know, and they could be kind of on the quiet side. They ain't even barely interacting with the woman, you know, and if they do, they very crude. But they just got a raw masculinity that the women be like, ooh. I've had several women say that too. I've heard several women, they'll say, hey, yeah, that dude got that hoo-hoo. They'll say it like that too because they feeling it on a deep level. Because that hoo-hoo is coming from their vaginas. That's how deep it is. So you need some level of that. Any man needs one of those things. And I can guarantee if I were to break it down, and I had some women do the breakdown, I could take anybody, I'd have a core group of women. I say, okay, tell that guy how he's deficient in each one of these things, and they'll break it down. In fact, I've heard a lot of women, especially that masculinity part, they'll say, yeah, dude got money and stuff, but he coming off as soft. Like that frame, that masculine frame, everything, that permeates your entire being, even down to how you walk, how you look at a woman. Shoot, that's an attractiveness to him. So, you need something. You need some level in today's world. No ifs, ands, and buts. So anyway, and y'all know that's just brief. Y'all know I get into it deeper in different places. But that's just a brief thing to throw out. So anyway, that's all I got for today. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.